Hey, did Daryl shave his mo off or not? Because
Apparently he did.
I'm having a look at our WhatsApp group, and that's what everyone's alluding to.
Apparently, is that correct?
I can confirm.
Third man down. What are you hearing?
I can confirm. I'm not hearing it. I've seen it.
It's off.
It is gone. I've seen it, and he's looking much sharper.
What about him? Doesn't he buckle? He buckles like a
tiny bit of criticism.
A little bit of criticism, and he folds like a deck of cards.
Yeah, hang on. What about this message he sent on our WhatsApp group, where he sent a message saying, we're talking about the tash, and he said, I'm going to read this direct. The ladies love the tash.
Oh my God.
That is ridiculous.
A little bit of criticism and it comes off.
Can I just mention something too about our WhatsApp group?
Yeah.
Too tame.
Oh,
it is too tame. As soon as I swear or drop a really funny one, there is absolute silence. Now I know your wife's on it. I know Jay's on there, but I'm going to drop one or two occasionally, and it's not rude. I just drop.
But you know you can do that, though.
I thought it was funny what I said about his moustache.
You know what
it looked like. What it looked like.
You know what you can do, and this is great. You can delete from everybody, so you can put it up there. And it can just be there for 30 seconds. It can be there for a minute. And then you delete from everybody. Because you just never know who's out there.
I love it.
You just never know.
Because I said it looked...
You can just say what you said. It's fine.
What'd you say?
I said it looks like he's got a dick underneath his nose.
Yes.
That's what his moustaches look like. Yeah. And I know your wife's on there.
No, she laughed at that.
But I thought that was funny. I didn't get one comment back. I know you would have been sitting there laughing.
I was just laughing.
I didn't get a thumbs up. I didn't get anything. I felt kind of a I thought, well, go again.
Yeah,
I might double down.
That's what. So on our other WhatsApp groups that we're a part of, that's what he's famous for.
Yeah.
He'll send something.
If I don't get a nibble,
and I'll be looking at it going, oh, he shouldn't have done that. And then I can guarantee he'll go harder in 1 minute. When everyone's just bouncing around our heads.
Because I'm there giggling.
Has he really sent that?
I'm a giggler and giggling away. The one thing I don't do, I've never sent a dick pic. Ever in my life. Never.
That's good to know.
Oh, that's great.
Never.
Jesus.
I don't send photos.
Can you please not start?
No. I know, Jay. I know your wife's on there, so I won't be sending those.
30-second rule.
No, I'll pixelate it.
Jeez.
Do you know how to can you pixelate on WhatsApp?
I'm sure you can.
I don't know how to do that photo.
There'd be some little thing you can do it.
Just go into your app store and look up Pixelated, and there'll be an app that can pixelate
straight to the kids.
Straight to the
kids.
Can
you pixelate? Can you?
I can't do
that. Wow. No, but if I get them to
Indy, can you come here, please?
No, I get them to pixelate a normal photo, show me how to do it, and then I can do my own pixelation.
Is it possible just to delete the last 30 seconds?
Anyway, he buckled like a deck of cards.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was funny. Well done. You can't be driving around in a what is it, a BMW convertible big banger car with a moustache looking like Tom Selleck.
Can I ask you a question on moustaches? I've got a theory on mows. I reckon you can only have a mow if you've got a beard. A mow on its own, I don't reckon works.
See, that's interesting.
Unless you're Dennis Lilly.
Yes.
Yes. Or Max Walker.
Yes.
Or John Newcomb.
Or Tina Arena.
Don't say that.
Gee.
She's a lovely person.
No, that was a joke.
Sorrento Moon is one of the greatest ever songs.
Great song.
That's a great song.
One of my
favourite songs. One of the greats.
of all time.
Yes. But she was big in France. So,
she was not big in France.
She's a superstar.
She was.
France.
Was she given the keys to the city?
Yeah, she's a god.
She was given keys, but she also became an honorary.
Yeah, she's like
part of
the royal family.
She is royal. She's just French royalty.
It's incredible what she's done. Incredible.
Did you ever watch Young Talent Time?
Yeah, Johnny Young.
Johnny Young?
Absolutely.
That's where she cut her teeth.
She was everybody's favourite.
Was it Tiny Tina?
She was Tiny Tina Arena.
Yeah.
Until Sorrento Moon came out.
Oh, then she became the real deal.
Tina Arena.
What was that song though? I'm trying to think about the song at the end of Young Talent they'd always sing on the couch.
Oh yeah. They all used to sway.
Close your eyes and I'll miss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you.
Yeah, that one.
I think it was a really sad song.
doesn't sound
It's
positive.
not upbeating. It's not upbeat or... It's not like the Mickey Mouse Club when they were singing their song.
Now, that was a song.
Of course it was. M-I-C-K-E-Y, M-O-U. So you want to get into it.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and...
Mows and beards, though, Marko, you were going to say?
The 70s, it seemed to work. But in today's world, I reckon the blokes who are walking around with moustaches are doing it to look stupid, because it is my honest-to-God belief it is my honest-to-God belief that the youngsters out there, they are having a competition who can look the stupidest.
Haircuts, absolutely.
The haircuts, the clothes.
The pants.
It
used to be the bum
the
cracks.
lot.
And now it's just grunge.
The tattoos on the head and the neck and behind the ear. It is a competition.
You know what's in at the moment?
It's bloody close. Who's going to win?
Not brushing teeth. You see some of these grubs running around, their teeth are green and
please. No.
That is ridiculous.
You can only take grunge to a certain level.
No. You know what? I feel sorry for 20-something women. No wonder. Bumble, Tinder, eHarmony. Am I missing any ox?
Yeah, couple.
No wonder.
Yeah.
People who look normal are having a field day.
Yeah.
Because it's a disgrace what's happening out there with the youngsters.
I reckon some of these guys, some of these kids they're going to have issues with their posture down the track.
Why?
I saw this bloke walk. He was about maybe 19 or 20 something. Yeah. He was on the street the other day walking along, and he had his jeans so far down that he had to walk with his legs slightly wider to keep his jeans up. And if he keeps doing that, I mean, when he's by the time he's our age,
and they're like bell bottoms too. The bottom of the jeans. The other thing that I've seen that has made a comeback, because I am a trend watcher, is the keychain.
Yeah, keychain.
They're back.
That's back.
I've never had a keychain.
Yeah, back.
Never.
Mate, I was at a cafe the other day. There was a table of tradies, and they all had their hoodies on, eating their breakfast inside.
What's that about?
I don't know. But they had the leg tattoos, they had the moustaches. I didn't see any chains, but I guarantee one of them had a chain with his keys, and they all had the hoodies right around. Like E.T. style. Remember when E.T. was on the motorbike, on the bike?
Yeah.
Like that. So you couldn't see their faces. And they're all sitting there eating their, smashed avo and scrambled eggs.
I went into Coles talking about that, and just to get some bread the other morning. I dropped Indy off to basketball early. It was 20 past 6. Yeah. And in walks a bloke, full leathers, motorbike helmet with the visor down, into Coles.
What?
I'm thinking, hang on, there's going to be a burg here.
Yeah, for
there's
sure.
There's going to be a big burg here. No, I just flicked it up, got 2 litres of milk, jumped back in his bike, and away he went.
Packet of saladas.
Yeah. There's got to be a rule with motorbike helmets.
I wouldn't have thought that was legal, actually.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the 16-year-old at Coles packing bananas is going to say, hey, champ, helmet off or get out.
No, he's not going to say that.
I don't think that's going to happen.
You couldn't go in and make it with, make a withdrawal, could you?
From a bank?
From a bank, dressed like that.
I would have thought. You wouldn't want to try.
No, you can't. You can wear a mask.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What, if you've got COVID?
Not a Batman mask, but just a COVID mask.
COVID mask.
You were saying about tattoos on hands and necks and stuff. Yeah. I'm halfway through the Beckham documentary, and he's got tats everywhere, but he actually looks good. He looks good.
Not at the start of his life.
Because he's a superstar. If you're a superstar or a rock star, you can get away with it. But if you're just,
Barry Nurk in the street.
Barry Pie Eater, walking down the street to go to the milk bar to get,
with carpe diem on your
Carpe diem.
on your arm.
Carpe diem.
Seize the day. He's just sitting in the gutter with your Jesus sandals on.
Hey, now I know a lot of people who listen, they will undoubtedly have heard you speak. And your punting story is one of the great lunch or dinner speeches ever. There's no doubt about that.
You talk about the sunfish?
No. This is the
we
day
forgot
of
about the sunfish. 10 grand on a Sydney to Hobart yacht race, and the sunfish takes me out in the Sydney Harbour. We kind of forget about it, but thanks for bringing it up,
Sorry,
Dan.
mate.
I appreciate it.
We got a bloke who's a miner. What's his name?
Oh, Ross the Miner.
Ross the miner.
How old is he?
I don't know. But Ross is 110. Ross the miner.
Sorry. Jeez.
Ross the miner You reckon he's got a better story than your
really?
punting story? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's possible.
You remember when?
Well, unless he's talking about the sunfish story.
But I'm looking forward to it. Is he going to call in?
Yeah, we'll give me a yell later on.
We'll give him a yell. Have I ever told you about the time I was involved
In a sting?
No.
In a rort?
In a rort, and it was involving me in professional golf. Have I ever told you this?
What?
Yeah.
You're a member of the PGA right now?
Yes.
I'd be very
for 33 years.
I'd be very
careful
careful with what you say because you will be disbarred from the PGA.
Mate, I've got them. I can bend them over.
Oh, really?
There's no
you
worries.
can bend the PGA.
Yeah, no
so
worries.
you're involved in a rort to do with yourself,
Yes.
to do with the punt.
Well, this will be good.
I love this shit.
Just on the PGA.
I love this.
This might make headlines.
Just on the PGA, let me tell you how I've dealt with the PGA before, because I've been fined before $5,000.
I know.
So it was very early days of my radio career. There was a person who I heard was upset that the sandwiches weren't for free at the Australian Open.
That's funny. Hang on.
It's a true story.
The singers weren't for free. Who was the bloke?
I can't say.
And he'd obviously been over in America.
I can't.
Hang on. Can I guess?
No, you can't.
It's not Elkington.
Don't put me in. No.
It's not Elkington.
Anyway, this particular player had a great year. He'd made $3 million US.
Oh, this narrows it down.
Oh, yeah. What year was this?
The little fella.
It was in
The little fella.
2004. No, you'll never guess it. You'll never guess. Anyway.
I will because you've told me the story.
Don't say his name.
All right.
I'll be in trouble. And I've apologised to him since this bloke, so please, just leave it.
That was theatre.
Ah!
That was theatre that I was trying to develop there. And you just shot me down.
Yes.
All right, go.
Anyway, so he's going off his head.
Came second in a big tournament, didn't he?
Yes. Shut
Yeah, all
up.
right.
Right.
Yep.
The Jim Fury. Right.
No more.
That is it.
Mm.
Anyway, he's gone ballistic. And I'm talking paint peeling off the walls.
Because he couldn't get free sandwiches.
Because he couldn't get a free
and
sandwich.
he just earned $3 million US
The chicken sandwiches were delightful at this particular golf course.
at Huntingdale.
Wasn't it Huntingdale?
Wasn't it?
No. Down the peninsula.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, he's gone off. Now, I've just witnessed what happened. So I thought, I'll follow this bloke. Because he declared that he would go up and complain to management. Right? So it was an Australian Open. It was an AGU, was what it used to be called, the Australian Golf Union. And off he went. He went up there. Right? Anyway, he's gone ballistic at the boss, the AGU boss. Anyway, 3 weeks later, I'm on radio talking about golf, blah, 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 blah. I've told the story, right? And I've called this bloke a dickhead on air. Anyway, because I'm still a member of the PGA,
Oh, no.
I've got a phone call from the PGA saying, Mark, you can't do that. There's stipulations in our rules that you cannot call another person bad names. You cannot call other people bad names on TV or radio. I'm very sorry, but we're going to have to fine. I'm fining you $5,000. Right?
Oh,
And I said, I'm not paying. He goes, mate, you're going to have to pay. And I said, I'm not paying. Anyway, I hung up.
Oh, look at you.
Hang on.
I love
it. Hang on. About a month later, I run into the rules official, the boss of the Australian Tour. He came up to me, he says, Mark, you haven't paid that $5,000 fine. I said, I'm not paying it. He goes, Mark, you've got to pay it. And he was getting angry. And I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. If you can look me in the eye and tell me that he's not a dickhead, then I'll pay. He goes, don't pay it then. And off he went.
So have you apologised to Steve since?
No, please don't.
You haven't?
Can't say, you can't. It's not a Steve.
No, okay.
Does that rule still exist?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
there's a loophole in that, though.
What's that?
So you could. So what they're saying is you can't say so and so's a dickhead. You can't say that, right?
No way.
What you can say is so and so. I'm not saying he's a dickhead, but I'm saying his behaviour was similar
Yeah.
to someone with those
Yeah,
characteristics.
that's what I could have said.
Yeah, well, you
That's
always
what I
say,
could've
can I get into trouble for what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
No, you can't. Well, I think he's a dickhead.
Joe, that reminds me of another story. I heard a podcast a couple of weeks ago where there was a bloke who is a commentator, actually, and he was whinging about chicken sandwiches being available on Saturdays, but not on Sundays at the golf tournament that he was commentating on
Really?
TV.
Who do that?
Who would that be, I wonder?
A wanker.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, Mark. What are you complaining about? You don't even like chicken. You don't even like sandwiches.
Why do you have to remember that stuff, Dan?
Whinging about the fact there's chicken sandwiches only on Saturday, but there's wraps on Sunday.
The wraps aren't as nice.
Well, I'm glad you didn't pay the $5. Sometimes you got to stick. You got to stick to your guns and not cop it.
Do you want me to tell the gambling story? When are we getting this, Blake? Have we got time? I'll make it short.
Yeah, no, you tell the story. We'll get on the phone.
I'll make it short. I'll make it short. So, Australian Masters, I played really well the first 2 rounds, and I'm paired with Craig Parry.
Popeye. No, not
Popeye.
the champ.
In the third last group on Masters Saturday. So it's a big deal, right?
And you know
It's
the best
huge.
thing about that? You two, both sponsored by Schweppes.
By Schweppes. It was a Schweppes off.
It was a Schwepp off.
Yeah, that's right. We actually called each other because with the black and gold Schweppes, there's not too many shirts you can wear that match.
No.
So he said he'd go black and I'd go white. And I said, all right, no worries, good as gold. So
You should have listened to your fashion tips, actually, Popeye.
I've gone for a walk. Yes, you should. I've gone for a walk in the morning.
Yep.
I'm out there and I'm walking away and I come back and we had this really big, heavy door at my house, right? It was hugely heavy. Anyway, so I've opened up the door. I heard a noise. I turned around. And I've turned around. I've got my elbow inside the house. My brother came out of his room, which is right there at the front door, saw the door was open and pushed the door.
Ouch.
Bang, straight into my elbow, right in the humerus.
The funny point, the funny bone.
Right. But I'm telling you, mate, it was a shocker. There has never been a humerus injury like this one. Don't you laugh? There is never, mate. I thought I had cracks up and down my forearm.
Come on.
I'm telling you.
It was.
Anyway, it's a big day for me. I get down the driving range and I cannot even hold the club. Can't hold it. I'm done. Like I couldn't hit balls. Anyway, I said to my caddy, Tommy, I'll just go and have a putt and hopefully this thing, I'll get some ice on it and it'll calm down. Anyway, so I've gone up to have a putt and normally he would throw all the balls back every single time. He'd throw them back. So I'm hitting some long putts like I do and I'm looking to hit some short ones and I want them thrown back with the short ones. There's no Tommy.
Where's Tommy?
He's nowhere to be seen. 1 second later, here's Tommy.
Oh, thank you, Tommy. About time.
Coming out of the TAB tent. Because they had mano a mano.
Head to heads.
Head to heads. They had Craig Parry. Right? Craig Parry was $1.70.
He should have had $1.01.
And I was $2.30. He went and unloaded and put 1,000 on Parry. It was way. Pazza shot 67. I shot 77. It was the easiest $1,000 anyone had ever made in the history of golf.
Oh, goodness me.
Jeez.
Well, you weren't actually technically involved.
That's right.
You weren't involved. You did give your caddy privilege information, and thankfully they've tightened up the rules now because caddies can't bet.
There's no way.
Caddies can't bet.
Anyway, Andrew Langford-Jones, there's no possible way you can find me for that one.
So let's give Ross a call, by the way.
Ross the Miner.
Ross the Miner.
Who's 35 years old.
He's 16.
Come on, Ross.
You just got to get out of the tunnel.
Oh, mate.
I reckon he's an opal miner. Is he in Cooper, Petey?
Is he in Cooper?
No, he's...
Hey, I'm pretty busy.
Oh, yeah. What digging holes.
Real busy.
All right, Roscoe, Ox and Marko here. Give us a call back. We want to hear your story about the punt.
Yeah, hurry up.
All right.
Hey,
Goodness me.
just while waiting for Ross to get back online,
Yeah.
can we still be friends?
Oh. Righto. Do we need
Nah.
Are we okay?
Well, am I allowed to name names? It's going to be a corporate entity.
Yeah, I reckon you can.
Do we need
I mean, if it's defamatory or libelous,
Yeah, it is.
you'll pay the fines.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, let's bring it down.
Yeah.
If
If we're in the cone, we can't get. Can we
if
still-
you bring the cone down,
We
you're
can't
pretty
be
safe.
You can say anything you want in the cone.
Okay, we'll bring the cone down.
Righto.
Now,
It does feels good in here.
I've got to clear my throat first.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Well, it's not easy when you're about to defame $1 billion business.
Look what you've done to the cone, though. You've got snot all over the bloody thing.
I have
What?
settled some accounts of recent.
Holy dooly.
All right. I've been clearing up a few accounts.
Right.
So you can have too many bank accounts. And when you've gone from house to house and you've changed lenders and smart business people, not me, but most smart business, will swap their home loans or their loans over.
That's right.
To keep the banks on their toes.
Yeah.
So they don't get comfortable with that fixed mortgage or whatever it is. Anyway, so I've had this bank account with ANZ.
Yeah.
Now, ANZ are a good bank. In fact, their app is probably the best of the banking apps.
I'm not sure about it. I think Westpac's got them covered.
Really? I haven't had Westpac, so I don't know. So
Fabulous.
I'm shooting from the hip, all right, but I take your point on board, and I'll have a look at it. So
No, you won't.
I will.
Oh, okay.
I will. I shop around, but I've never been to Westpac for whatever reason.
Very good.
So I've shut down this account,
Yeah.
which was also tied to a credit card. So it was a credit card and an account. So shut it down. Me and Kaz walk in there. We shut it down. Bang.
Whoosh.
Paid out. All that sort of stuff. Anyway, 3 months later, I get a reminder notice saying that I owe $10.41.
No, you don't. You've shut it down.
So I ring up ANZ, the Falcon, and I say, rightio, Falcon. I shut this account down and I had all the documentation on the da-la-la-la-la. I spoke to Mary in South Melbourne in Clarendon Street, and he said, well, you're going to have to pay the $10.41 because there's interest owing. I said, no, I've paid.
That's right.
I paid the interest up to date.
That's right.
If you haven't shut down my account, you're the idiots because we've signed the documents to shut the account down.
Done.
He goes, let me speak to my manager. Speaks to the manager. So the Falcon comes back and he goes, I've got good news and bad news. The bad news is it's actually not 10.41. It's now 10.47. It's gone up, but we are going to honour your request, and we're going to cover the $10.47, and we are going to shut down the account.
So generous of
I said, so thank you. All right. 2 weeks later, I get a
You do not.
I get a paper, not invoice, a statement.
10.53.
No, I owe 11 cents.
Oh!
I'm thinking, how can I keep it? So I ring up the Falcon. I said, rightio, Falcon, do you want to dance with the devil? Because it's about to happen. I've shut this account down 3 times. It's 11 cents. He goes, hang on a minute. It's actually 13 cents. I said, well, I'm not paying 13 cents. I said, I've shut it down 3 times. So anyway, he comes back. He goes, all right, we've gone on to the 13 cents. We've closed the account down. It is closed once and for all.
Oh, my God.
I then get a text message
You don't.
a week later
You don't.
saying, can you please fill in this survey to tell me how you went with the ANZ Bank? All I want to do is shut down an account.
Oh, my God.
And the Falcon was coming at me at a million miles an hour.
Did you do the survey just for fun?
No, I didn't do the survey. So it took me 3 goes. That reminds me of my TAB cards. When I had all my TAB accounts, I shut them down. And me and Kaz were hanging on by a thread because she gave me the ultimatum, either get off a punt or piss off.
Yeah.
So I've done all that. I came home. I've been over in Adelaide doing a talk for ALH and walked in, and she said, pack your bags, you're out.
Ooh.
I said, why? And she goes, have a look here. There was 5 TAB cards. The TAB had reissued my cards.
Oh, you kidding
even
me?
though I'd shut them down. So I had to go into TAB with her. And to prove that I'd actually shut them down, but nearly cost me my marriage.
It's incredible, isn't it? What you two went through, it's enormous.
Yeah.
Righto. Can we put the cone back up, please?
Going back up.
I'm
So
getting
I won't get sued for that, will I?
Well, you're in the cone. I mean, it's impossible.
Yeah, it's impossible.
I mean, you
And
can't-
ANZ, other than that, they're a good bank, and I like the Falcon.
Yeah.
Why the Falcon?
Remember
the
the Falcon? Remember when they were overseas and they had the Falcon would come and save everyone?
okay.
They had the Falcon technology.
Do you remember the getting a footy in the head? It's called a falcon.
Yeah.
You know where that comes from, yeah?
There's
Yeah.
a guy called Falcon who played for who?
Mario Fennick.
Why
That's
they
it.
call it the Falcon?
So Mario Fennick played for
NRL.
South Sydney.
Yeah.
NRL, an amazing player. Played for the Rabbitohs, and he.
Any relation? Any relation?
So what?
Jeff.
No.
No. Well, no, I don't
Because
think
Fennick's not a common name.
I don't think it is.
so. No. Well, he could be. I don't know.
Well,
Don't know.
maybe.
Maybe. Anyway, he is Maltese. So
As is Jeff.
his nickname,
Is that right?
Yes.
Maltese Falcon.
There you go.
Right.
And there's this very famous footage, we'll work it on socials, of him jogging off the field, being replaced in a match, and he's jogging off, and the ball comes over and hits him in the head.
Yeah.
And it's been known ever since as a falcon.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Well, there you go.
It is great. It is great. And he's a funny man.
Murray Fennick.
Oh, mate. Remember the old days when the footy show was enormous and people were saying, oh, the NRL footy show is even better? Well, you kind of every once in a while watched it, the NRL footy show. And it was very good.
Roscoe.
No, that's not Roscoe's number.
Who the hell is
This
this?
is someone else. I don't know.
Hello?
Hello,
Who's this?
this is Tony from Narooma. How are you?
Tony from Narooma, one of the great golf clubs you'd ever see. Beautiful
G'day,
course.
Tane. How are you?
Yeah, good, buddy. Yeah, really good, thanks.
What's going on?
Oh, mate, the golf course is a bit dry at the moment, but other than that, it's all good.
How's Hogan's Hole looking these days? Have you ever seen Hogan's Hole?
No.
They did a Marlboro cigarette commercial on the third hole at Narooma.
My favourite.
And you hit across a cliff. It was one of the most
That's
beautiful
it?
holes in Australia. Is it
Really?
still?
Yeah,
Last time I played it, I had to hit a 5-wood to it. I was 12.
yeah, it was a Winfield ad, Paul Hogan. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, why I'm ringing, a couple of pods ago, you mentioned about KT26s. Well,
Oh, yes.
my father owned a sports store back in the day, and we used to sell them. And you asked what the name of the KT26.
We did.
Yeah,
want to
we
know what
did.
it meant?
Yes.
What does it mean?
KT means kinetic technology. I don't know what that means, but
Yep.
that's what it is.
Yep.
And 26 is reference to how many miles are in a marathon.
Ah.
So
There you go.
So kinetic is moving technology,
Yep.
26 miles.
There you
That
go.
is, and they were cool. They were so good. What they should have done, though, they should have changed their colours. I know the blue was iconic,
Exactly.
but they should have brought out other colours.
Yeah.
Imagine they
Yes,
bring out
they
a
did.
pink pair for the girls. They would have smashed it.
But do you know how satisfying it is to hear why they were called KT26s? That makes me happy.
Yeah. When I found out what Nike meant.
Hang on.
Yes.
What does Nike mean?
What
I
does
don't
Nike
know.
mean?
So Nike is the goddess of victory.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I
so
didn't know that.
Yeah.
she's a Greek god. So at least that
Yeah.
means something.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah, well done.
yeah.
What does Adidas mean?
Addy Dazzler. Addy
Yeah,
Dazzler was the
used to be
guy
Addy
that
Dazzler.
came up with it.
No, hang on. I thought Adidas was all day I dream about sex.
Yeah, you do.
I thought that's what Adidas was.
No, Addy Dazzler, and then his brother, Addy Dazzler's brother, then
Yeah, that's
opened
right.
up
Puma. That's right.
across the river.
You're on to it. Well done.
What had the sports school go all right? Did you make a quid?
Yeah, look, Dad went really well at it. Pretty good sportsman, cricketer. He scored over 100 hundreds, would you believe?
Unbelievable.
At what level? At state level or at regional level?
Regional level.
Yep.
He played
Well done.
against the touring English side in '63, I think, and
Are
top
you
scored
kidding
against
me? He played against
Statham and
England.
Truman.
So was
Yeah.
he biased in the sports store towards a lot of cricket gear?
Oh, absolutely.
And and look, as a non-cricketer, but I used to love going into the Grey Nichols Four Scoop.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
Grey Nichols Four Scoop was
Yes.
the duck's nuts.
I
Unbelievable.
used to like the Greg Chappell single scoop.
Yeah.
I used to like those
There we go.
SS gloves that were just, they didn't have
yeah.
fingers. They were just like a boxing mitt.
Oh, Tony Gregg style. Yeah.
Loved them. Loved them.
Fantastic.
I don't care what level you play. If you make 100 hundreds, that's pretty impressive.
No, you can play.
You're a superstar.
You can play.
Yeah.
You
He's
are a
done.
superstar.
He's pretty good.
Or he's playing against Bunnings. Hey, appreciate you calling in, Tone. Just awesome. We love hearing little stories like that, little gems. So thank you for listening and spread the news. Thank you.
No, thanks for having me. I love your show. Keep up the good work.
Thanks,
Good on
mate.
you. Great golf course, Narooma. It really is. You should get up there next time. Because when you used to go up there,
Bermagui.
you said, mate, next time, please, just go and play the front nine at Narooma. You'll love it. It's like cliff top golf.
You know the best thing about Narooma? There's an island in between Narooma and Bermagui, which is about, 10 k's out.
Yeah.
It is called Montague Island, and it is the best king fishing you will ever do.
Really?
It's the best king fishing in Australia, hands down. If anyone can beat Montague Island for kingfish in Australia, let me know, because you can't. I don't think you can. Portland's not bad. Barnheads is good, but I want to know if you can beat. I don't think it's New Zealand style, because New Zealand have got horses over there, but. Yeah, if you know, let us know.
Great part of the world.
All right, well, let's take a break. We'll come back. We've got a fair bit to get through. We've got a bit of feedback too. Third man, can you get through that?
Yeah, we do.
A lot of feedback, and we'll cover that off after this.
And hopefully hear back from Ross as well.
Before we go,
What's happening?
I
Late
present
news?
you Hogan's Hole.
Oh, can we please get that? Jeez whiz.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a wedge. That's a wedge. No, it's probably a 7-iron.
I had a wooden 5-wood.
Yeah, but that's good. But you were 12. That would have been 150 metres then, wouldn't it?
I don't know. We got to have a break. Stop it.
Hang on, I did just said that. All right, let's get to it.
You're having a couple of beers with a couple of blokes. This is Ox and Marko. We'd love you to subscribe and rate us when you get a chance.
We're back.
Are we starting?
We're back.
Righto.
Hey, my mum, I was born in Beechworth.
Yeah, I know.
Country Victoria. For those from out of state, if you think of the Murray River, Albury Wodonga, kind of right near there.
Greatest bakery in the history of the world?
No,
at
pretty good.
Beechworth?
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Is
Pretty
there
good.
a jail there too?
Yeah, there is a jail. It's now a residential. Actually, my mate bought it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that bakery famous for its snot blocks?
Yep. Good
Yes.
vanilla slices.
Correct.
Yeah, indeed. And the beehives. Beehives are good
What's a
too.
beehive?
Oh, I don't know. It's got honey in it and but honey in it with cream in the middle, like custard in the middle. Ooh.
Snot block's a terrible name, isn't it?
It's a shocking name, but it does roll off the tongue
And good custard
beautifully.
tarts too. Anyway, but I'm driving up and down the Hume Freeway or the Hume Highway a lot.
To see mares?
Yeah, see, Mum's up there, my sister's up there, my niece is up there, all those. So, and it is a boring road, to be honest. It is a boring crap road. But
How do you entertain yourself on such a boring road?
Podcast, Mark.
Okay.
Podcast. And I told you about the podcast I've been listening to,
I've listened to the first episode.
The Garden of Eden.
Yeah, it's
My God.
very good.
Is
My
it?
God, mate, wait till you get to episode 10 and 12. Oh, my goodness.
I haven't
mate.
even started.
So good.
Righto.
Anyway,
Sad.
the one thing I've noticed, though, is all the roadkill, right? And there is so much roadkill at the moment.
What, cows?
No cows.
Kangaroos.
No cows.
Kangaroos.
Kangaroos.
Dogs?
Foxes.
Foxes?
Wombats.
Ugh.
Deer.
Oh.
I saw a deer the other day.
God.
What else? Possums, all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. The kangaroos, right? So there's a lot of kangaroos. So I counted 36 from Seymour to the other side of Benalla, which was a lot of kangaroos.
You hang on. You counted 36.
I was bored. So when you're bored, I
Yeah.
just said, I'll count the roadkill because I had a mate who was following me on a Harley. And I thought, you'll be careful if you're riding on a motorbike.
Yeah.
So the kangaroos, you hit them and they just get minced up, right?
Right.
Especially because most of them get hit by trucks late at night and the trucks don't take no prisoners.
And the trucks are doing 110 clicks.
Bang.
With the big bumper bar.
And Skippy's in all sorts of trouble. He's not flying helicopters after that. It's in big trouble.
Gone.
So, but if they get hit and people pull them over the side of the road, people, I think there must be wildlife officers come and spray paint them
Do they?
to check that. And spray painting means that they've been checked for joeys. Because
I didn't know
so
that.
that's the reason why you'll see spray paint on kangaroos.
Oh, see,
On the side of the road.
I thought they would check to see they're alive or not, and if they were still alive, then they would put them out of their misery kindly, and then put the cross on.
Well, they probably do, but they check for joeys. So that's the mean they've been checked for joeys.
Righto.
It's a really simple thing. Why not take them off the road and put them into the grass where they can decompose and do all that? Now I know.
Is that asking too much?
Of the wildlife officers?
Yeah.
What else are they doing? What do wildlife officers do? Like, seriously. If they're not dragging dead things off the road, it's not as if they're going to be helping blue-tongue lizards.
Do they do a lot of counting? Do they go around and count
Well, I don't know.
koalas and stuff like that?
Probably. They may well. But wouldn't that be... And plus, people driving up and down the road, especially kids, they don't want to be seeing a kangaroo every 300 metres.
No, they do not. It's disgusting.
It used to be... When was the last time you saw a dead rabbit on the road?
Never. Not for a long time.
Well, and when growing up as kids...
They were everywhere.
You did 3 in your driveway on the way out.
Yeah. So you and I, we share a common background to where
We
you
do.
and I used to go ferreting
Yes.
a lot as kids.
I love ferreting.
My grandfather had 2 ferrets and he would take us and unfortunately we went to this one paddock one day. Every rabbit we got had mixo.
Yeah.
And the kind thing to do was to
Kill 'em.
put
You
them
gotta
out.
kill 'em.
My cousin, Jared, g'day Jared if you're listening.
Okay, Jess.
He would get a brick and he took great delight in putting
Yeah, well,
myxomatosis.
you got to
Yeah.
kill them. If you haven't got a gun,
Yeah.
you've got to. That's how you do it.
You got to kill them, but you don't have to take great delight in killing them.
Jared did.
Really?
Yeah.
He's now sitting in Barwon prison as a convicted criminal.
No, he's not. He's
But
going well.
anyway, so that was just an idea. I just thought the wildlife people could take them and put them onto the grass
Yeah.
At least get them off the road.
How would you do it? Because they're pretty heavy. Some of those kangaroos are like 70 kilos. They're big.
Oh, it'd be hard.
What, you
Like,
can't...
If you got a little weedy guy parading around in his outfit,
Well, how about
counting koalas, the last thing he wants to do is move that thing.
How about our next nature bloke or our next wildlife officer? We make him 110 kilos and he can bench press 130 kilos.
I'll go one better. Let's get one on the show, and why don't we just ask the question? Why the hell don't you take the kangaroos off the road? You bother to spray paint them.
Hang on.
Just get them off the road.
Have you ever spoken to a wildlife officer?
No.
Have you ever met a wildlife officer?
Never.
I haven't either. I've met one down the boat ramp when he was checking my fish.
Yeah, that's right.
To make sure they were of size.
But they are out there. It's a thing, though, right? They are there. So we should be able to get one. In fact, if you are a wildlife officer and you're listening to this podcast, we want to talk to you.
We need to talk to you.
Get in contact with us on our
Can
socials,
we get a prize?
please.
Can we get a prize?
Yes. We'll definitely
Titleist.
get a prize. Yeah, a sleeve of Titleist.
It feels like a very small demographic.
Or a
wildlife
shovel.
officers.
That's right. Well, they get bored too. They like podcasts.
They've got the easiest gig on the planet.
Nah,
spray painting dead kangaroos.
How hard's that?
way easier gigs. What about someone who drives a ferry? One point
Are
to
you
another.
serious?
Back and
Mate,
forth.
what
Back and
about
forth.
this-
Hang on,
what
you
about
got
with
the weather, the waves.
The waves.
Okay.
Putting up with peckerheads on your boat.
You've got to park close to a pier. That takes skill. You
Okay.
can't just go whining straight into the bloody pier.
Security
mate.
guard outside a bank stands there all day doing
Oh
nothing.
yeah, get shot. You're going to get shot.
Jeez.
You put a lot of thought into this topic.
No, I haven't. No.
He's got to
Seriously.
He's got to get ready. He's got to leap into action at the drop of a coin.
And you know what this wildlife officer does?
Bloody
He
hell,
goes
man.
and sprays a kangaroo that's dead.
Pretty cruisy gig, isn't it, Ron?
It is a very
Now
crazy,
you-
and he's probably tagging the sideline. It is an easy gig, and then he might walk into the bush and go, "Yeah, I've just done some reconnaissance in
now I think of it.
at Looney Gorge. Saw 2 wombats. Oh, and I saw a cockatoo today.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I tell you what, also get in contact with us if you have the easiest job in the whole world.
Yep.
We would like to talk to you.
And
Just get
we're
in
not,
contact
we're not
with our
talking about
socials.
those without employment, like sitting on the couch or going surfing and the government are paying
Yeah.
for it. You've got to be paid by someone.
By
legitimately.
somebody else.
Legitimately.
That's correct.
Yeah, and then we will apply for those jobs.
You got some
All right,
feedback for us?
Feedback, third man, Dan.
We do. Smokey has said, "Is there a photo of Ox's old mate with the blue hair? I want to see it."
Yeah, I want to see the blue-haired dude as well.
I can get you
Can you?
Giffen's photo.
Oh, so good.
Yes, I will get that.
Put it on the WhatsApp.
That would be good.
And that's a message you don't have to erase 30 seconds later.
Done.
We posted a couple of weeks ago the video that my wife took of the motorcyclist in Wollongong in Dapto
Yeah.
being an absolute muppet.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
So Chris has said he's 100%. This is talking about the motorcyclist, not me, by the way. Chris has said 100% flog. Report him every time. Guaranteed he'd be blaming everyone bar himself if he came off that bike.
Chris is a dobber too. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Just like you, Dan.
Hey.
Yeah.
Patricia has said the guy on the bike's a full-on wanker. He shouldn't be on the road.
Yeah.
Pretty clear.
I love that word. When you're driving down the road and someone cuts you off, wanker.
Yes. Yes.
It would never be used anywhere else in the world.
No.
Like you can't imagine America. You wanker.
No. But
Doesn't
see,
work.
you go to Mongolia and call a Mongolian a wanker
Yeah.
for whatever reason. Maybe he cut you off
Yep.
in his rickshaw, whatever. And that person would know exactly what you're saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wanker cuts through all languages.
Message from Paul, flog at his best. These guys give us law-abiding motorcyclists a bad
Oh,
name.
yeah. Law abiding.
Here's a message from Daryl Misson. As a motorcyclist with a moustache, I denounced this guy as flog of the year, and third man was right to dob him into the police.
Well, the funny thing is, we didn't get all the vision, but the guy who was doing the mono and kicking out had a mustache. You can't see it from the back, but that's what Jay told us, didn't she?
That's true. That's true. Chris has said, right to report, third man, flog behaviour. Smokey said, what a tosser. Ben from Hoodies magazine. People like this is actually interesting.
From
People-
Hoodies magazine.
Yeah.
Mark, I was just talking about hoodies.
What's that? Yeah, I was.
Ben from Hoodies magazine.
Oh, yeah,
I know.
yeah, he's a good magazine. I know this one. It's really good.
What do you
there you
mean hoodie? What do you mean you know the magazine?
Well, they approached me to write an article once a month.
What is hoodies?
Mate, just read it. It's a very well put together magazine.
Yeah, but is it about hoods?
No,
Like
it's
the
not,
hoodies?
it's not about hoodies. No, it's.
Well, what's it called Hoodies magazine for then?
I don't know.
It might be neighbourhood, is it?
No, it's not.
What's it about?
It's about just people's and their opinions.
What?
You are talking out of your ass, aren't you?
I'm telling you.
Oh, well, I can't
It's
wait.
true.
I can't wait to read it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Ben can tell us what it's.
I'll get it, right?
Ben has said people like this usually fall victim to their own moronic behaviour, so I say let him have his fun before the inevitable occurs.
Yep.
Darren has said flog behaviour, he deserves it. I'm also pleased the nickname Third Man is sticking.
Yeah, love that. I love that third man.
It's not going to stick.
Hoodies, IT services, and IT consulting.
Oh, yeah, they asked you to talk.
It's true.
Oh, honestly,
It's true.
you can't even get a pin for your phone to work properly.
I'm telling you, it's true.
Daniel has said my favourite part of the pod a couple of weeks ago was when Marko wasn't happy with Third Man for the cop report, but the Ox was bang up for it. When it became a Can We Still Be Friends, Marko folded like a cheap suit
Oh, he did too.
when he realised that he won't lose Ox as a friend over it. Folded like a cheap
He
suit.
did too.
Yes.
There you go. From Ben Logan from Hoodies Magazine, you can read the transcript where he asked me to write an article once a month.
Hey, Mark, thanks for connecting. Oh, this one's like
Oh, hang on.
Oh, you connected with him.
It's a proactive approach from Mark Allen.
No,
I'm the same person as found on Twitter feed. Suspect it's no rewriting of Hoodies Magazine, which is cool. But if you ever change your mind, you know where to find me. Cheers, Ben.
You can see my reply.
Hang on a
P.S.
sec.
I've attached a copy of the magazine for you. I'm going to have a look at this.
What's it about? IT. You can't write an article about IT, Marko. You're the most un-IT person I know.
That's what I said. He can't even get his pen right on his phone.
You underestimate me.
Oh, yeah.
Both of you.
Look at you,
At
Bill.
your own peril.
Look at Bill Gates right here.
Hey, before we wrap up, got a final message here from Brian, who was talking about your Jesus sandals conversation last week, Ox, with your Can We Still Be Friends at the barbecue. And he said, I agree, guys. Hairy toes wearing thongs is not good.
Oh, you're a wanker, Mark. I've just had a look at this. It's got nothing to do with IT. You have not even opened it up. You've said no to writing for his magazine. This is actually pretty cool.
I told
It's about style. It's about
That's right.
hospitality.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It's IT.
I told you.
You did not. Think global, local support.
That's right.
My goodness, Mark. You could have thrown him a bone. You could have actually written an article. You can
Sorry,
get,
Ben.
You can
You
get,
have to go
you can get
first.
AI to write it for
That's
you.
a nice way to promote. And by the way, look up Hoodies on LinkedIn. It's a very good magazine. Benny, I'll look after you.
Oh, that's.
Hey, can I ask you boys both a question?
Yes.
What was that last bit
Guess
of
he
feedback?
just messaged you while I was on air. Sorry, I'm going to cut you off.
I don't know.
Corey McKernan.
Oh, Causa.
Yeah.
What is he? Why have you got my phone for?
Corey McKernan just said, the money I owe you will be with you. No, golf day on the 22nd. Can I lock in?
Yeah, lock me.
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
What was the last bit of feedback that I read out?
Can't remember.
I know what you said about third man will stick. I like third man.
No, it wasn't. You were on your phone, Ox.
Oh, I was
you
on
were
his
over there.
phone. I was on his phone.
You were on his phone. Marko was over there cackling like a hyena. I'm reading out a bit of feedback from Brian, and you guys are giving him nothing.
Brian.
What did Brian
What did he
say?
say?
Well, I'm going to say it again because Brian deserves better than you guys gave him.
Yeah, okay.
Brian was commenting on Jesus sandals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he said hairy toes. Nothing worse with hairy toes.
Oh, so now you remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just had a
Just think, you know what? Can you focus on the podcast instead
what,
of...
you can't multitask?
Oh, I can't. Well, you're on the phone reading messages about
Hang on, I'm busy.
Hoodies magazine. Anyway, I think it's time for a joke. Time to spin the wheel.
Spin.
What?
Time to spin the wheel.
Hang on.
Well, I was going to say.
Hang on.
How many beers deep are you?
Hang on. Oh, can I read?
I was going
on,
to say
hang on,
time to spin the wheel.
Hang on,
and you
stop.
already said it.
Stop. All right, we're gonna replay that for you. Hang on.
No.
No, let's just go back and just rewind and hear that little bit. Time to spin the wheel.
Spin.
What?
Spin.
Oh,
All
jeez.
right, time to spin the wheel.
I'm not saying it.
And you wouldn't believe it.
It's a mustache joke.
It is a mustache
It's a
joke.
mustache joke.
It's a mustache joke. All right, moustache joke. Have you got one?
Why did the man shave his moustache before participating in a dangerous stunt?
Not sure.
He said, better to be shaved than sorry. No, it's shit. What made me want to have a moustache? Well, the idea started growing on me. There we go. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Pretty good.
That's okay.
Yeah, go on. Give us one. Go on. See if you can find something.
All right, I got one. What is the best way of choosing which moustache style you should grow?
I don't know.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
No.
Yeah, not bad.
Very nice.
Righto.
We'll see you next week.
Hey, is Ross the Miner going to get back to us at any stage or not?
I don't know. He's got a missing gang. Maybe there's been a mine disaster.
Hopefully there hasn't been a collapse.
Jeez. Thanks for listening to Ox and Marko and being part of the Couple of Blokes, Couple of Beers family. We always love you getting involved, so follow us on social media, let us know any comments or thoughts you have, and leave a voicemail anytime on the website, coupleofblokes.coupleofbeers.com. Thanks to the team at E&S Trading, they are fantastic, and their new clearance centre in Melbourne on Dandenong Road, Clayton, right opposite IKEA, is absolutely next level. Definitely worth checking out. Couple of Blokes, Couple of Beers, executive producer is Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media, and sound design by Daryl Misson at loudzebra.com.